when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do
I'm happy.
Alright, good luck, bro.
I like you. You're a good man. Thanks. Give me a few room.
I do what I want.
But a lot of thanks,
Damn.
I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best I am. Nobody keeping it up. It's all about making the game.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tennessee Titans. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. He's coming.
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he'll be brought down
Don't start this shit.
here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it here with Bernard. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39.
Oh my God.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Tannehill now to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they're open for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor.
Good D.
Forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
And an alley to run. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that in a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. A little bit of the turnover.
Horrible pass, bro.
3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. They'll find Tanner. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly
right. All the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Nico Hardman.
Don't run commit, boy.
And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They call the script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet.
Blake Cashman with the sack.
On this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Good fucking pass. That's a good dot, man. That's a good play. I don't know what the fuck that was, but that was a good play.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Don't go back to running the ball.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill.
Madden.
But it does get away, and it's second.
Madden.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option.
Both of them was clamped, bro.
And he goes down. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now one in the first quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks.
Well, the pressure gets to him again.
I had the best D-line in the league, bro.
In there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. Second sacks coming into this one. They plan on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking at the second spot pretty soon. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense are not set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. Completes it to Hardman. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On 2nd and inches, Murray steps away to his left.
Fuck.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to. And now the young man has it. It's a that one looks a little short. He didn't get there. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Good dot.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
Good dot.
Brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tight end attack not gonna work, bro.
Here's Bernard.
He ran it.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Oh, Biggie.
Looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. And he fires. Here's one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. He's got daylight. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I read it like a bucket ball. I read it like a
team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now.
I read it like a bucket ball.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Yeah. Boom. Oh, my God.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Chill, bro. I ain't funny, bro. Chill. Come on, bro. Don't try to run this fucking ball again, bro. No. Oh, my God. Nah, he's slow as shit. DeAndre Swift. Oh, my. Damn. Chill. Bro, that was done for. That was done for, bro. Yeah.
As they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball.
I'm gonna take this shit back.
Maybe a solo shot.
Oh my God, bro. He ugly for that.
And they will not get a chance to
JT all the way down the field. JT all the way down the field. JT all the way down the field. Yeah.
It's about set to begin this drive.
Watch it. All the way down the field. Jonathan Taylor.
On first down.
Hush. Oh my God, you get the block. It's a 30.
At the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard
Watch
gain.
it.
Here's second and 7 now from the 20.
Don't do that, bro. Don't call that
First and
time out.
timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step
Don't do that,
inside
bro.
here
That's
in the
ignorant.
second quarter.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Come on, bro. Come on. Yes, sir.
On second down.
Yes, sir.
It's Taylor.
Oh my God.
Across the 30 to the 30.
Mr. Taylor. Bro, what the fuck? Wow. I'm not calling timeout, bro.
Murray now to throw.
Oh, Lord.
Heavy rush and down he goes.
Man, fuck that. That's some bullshit.
Dropping for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15.
I need you to go for
in the league, and they're going again.
the gusto.
And here we go on 4th down with Murray. Dancing to his left. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taking
The ball.
What a flip of the script. From 4th down to first. And he's got some space here.
Jonathan Taylor. Oh my God, I just fell it. Oh my God. And I shot it.
Touchdown. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
I will not let you run on me like that again, sir.
I'm
sorry. I apologize. It's just the way it has to be.
They were so deflating for the defense. What's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Going deep. Picked off at about the 31. These guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of.
And now he's at the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. The game and 18th of the year. And the Chiefs are able to
JT.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season. They come
Joey Bosa, I like it.
Check out route. Get it.
Now a carry for Bernard.
No, sir.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
We do not condone this.
Just a yard on the gain there, and that
We
leaves
do not
14
like this.
yards still to go on third down.
No yards for you, my brother. No yards for you, my brother.
And we've
You
hit the
score one time,
in this first half
we
of
give you
action.
that. No more till you get the COVID vaccine. We do not need you sick motherfuckers at the crib.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress.
Oh, you motherfucker! Oh, you motherfucker!
The amount of sacks in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
This is a boomer.
Fielding just inside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
I think that was it. There's a lot of farm animals.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they hit the last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. About them just taking it big-time jump. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Number 39, Murray. He finds Taylor, complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play.
Mary Chrysler.
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
He's telling us to go back there.
Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away.
I guess we got, maybe you can pull in, try to pull in.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Check it down to his
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
So he's going to walk to the front door.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Oh, my God.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
This is a bad idea, me driving.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime.
And now the rookie's free. Past the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Ready.
They are going for it. It's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent
Oh, my God. Think mode. What?
They'll run on 1st down.
Oh, my God.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No, we got to run that back. Let's go, Jonathan.
And it'll be 2nd down. They go to the ground again with Tanner. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Drop just inside the 20. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the 1st down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. It's caught by Bryant. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Bro, I'm not doing nothing, dude. I'm playing ass Madden defense. I'm not gonna let him score, but I'm playing ass Madden defense.
Right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
Because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really
thank you, Jared, for the $25. Garrett. Thank you, Jesus, Jared.
While watching a YouTube video.
Hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving.
We'll see if they can do it here. Now this
Oh!
get this one across the 35.
I mean, probably not the best first to go.
Tannehill now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. So
if you accept it, you must think.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Chance?
No, all I see is my phone, water, burger, bandage. I can see the glove box.
What's up, Drew? Is it bugged? Yes or no? Who says it's bugged?
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Hey, box drop.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks.
No!
Returnable, it's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, we City Ice.
Oh, no.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful.
Honor? Press one?
The reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
He's going to float this one deep right. And my goodness, another interception.
That's right.
Picked off at the 28.
So I get like 25.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw it, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you talk about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
Here's Taylor. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Being chased out left. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quitting here.
0.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The run there on 1st down gets him a yard to the 26. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown.
I'm all about my money. You don't need your money. I don't know why.
By Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. On the draw, here's Bernard. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Get it.
Here we go on 4, Tannehill. And he's going to go down again.
I'm going to try, bro. I'm going to try.
And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. We're there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Right there in the middle, 55. I got it.
Shotgun now from Murray. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. From 3 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tannehill. Buying time to his... And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. After the sack on 1st down, Tannehill will find Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup.
Try not to let me.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. Metcalf, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. To try again after the sack, Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now it's Tannehill. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
I don't think you got it, son.
And an alley to run. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. There he goes, left side. To the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just
Let's go. Let's go.
It's not just their own confidence.
Let's play.
It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Kansas City, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And another road date away against them next
I like the
week.
boot, I like the boot, I like the boot,
It's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a late bye next week.
I'll be back next
Coming
week.
at the right time, and they'll be back in action.